Welcome to another Got to Game unboxing. Today we're going to check out Good Smile Company's Luigi Nendoroid action figure. As you can tell by just looking at him, he's in a very cute chibi style, and he comes with plenty of accessories that we'll be checking out later once we open him up. Now he is number 393 in this series of the Nendoroids. I believe he's actually the second in the Nintendo franchises that Good Smile is producing. The first would have been Animal Crossing's Isabelle, which they produced two variants of them actually, of her. And they will be producing the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker's Link as well, coming in November. If we turn it to the side, you'll see there's another window here with some action shots. And if we go all the way to the back, you see more action shots, larger. And you'll see he comes with a couple of accessories too, like a Goomba and at the top, a bullet bill. So let's take this bad boy out really quick and check him out. Now as soon as you open him up, you're going to see a flap pop out with the number on it again, and which you could actually tear off right here. There's a perforation at the top, but if you leave it on and you pull it out, you'll see really quick that it comes with a background. Now be careful when you put this back in because the top flap will sometimes get caught at the top of the box and might bend on you. But there you go. It's a nice little backdrop for your action figure once you set him up. Now he's very well packaged, he's very well put inside, he's tight, nothing's falling out, and this blister packaging of its plastic, it's really nicely constructed and keeps him really good together. Once you open him up, he will pop out and fall everywhere because he's not being held by anything else, like your typical plastic wiring that keeps him in place. So make sure you don't lose any pieces. Now I'm just going to tilt this up so you can see, but not all the way because like I said, he's going to fall off. So I'm just going to lean it against the backdrop and we'll start checking him out. So Luigi. So yeah, he's cute. He's really funny looking, but in a good way, you know. It's really fun. I like the style. He looks great. He comes with extra limbs that you can see on the side. You'll be able to exchange and change out his hands, his arms, and his legs. And we'll see those up close in a few minutes once I pose him up a bit. Now, as you might have noticed through the window, he comes with a couple of different faces that you can swap out. And what's great about it is that he comes with a smiley face and a frowning face. This is his frowning face and this is a smiley face, which I already switched out because this was his default one to the open mouth smile that he has on right now. And here's a close-up look of Luigi. It's very well made, well done. The plastic is nice and sturdy. The paint job is great. And this is how you switch out his head. You just got to pull off the cap, which actually is really well done. It also has a three-dimensional logo at the top of it right here. Looks really nice. And then you see it's hollow right here. You just pull up from the top and hold him from the back. And you don't want to tug at the nose and the mustache because you don't want any of that yanking off. But he comes off really easily. It's not hard. So just make sure you don't yank on the nose, and you also don't want to leave too much dirt on his actual nose. And luckily I cleaned my hands before I did this. But yeah, you just switch them out, put it in. Got a different face here, a shock face, and you just pop the cap back on, and there you go. Looks great. Hide the seam on the sides by the hair. On the back you'll notice he has a little hole where you'll stick the stand in. He came with a couple of different stands, one for him and one for the other accessories. And as you can see here, his feet don't have that much mobility. They just move left and right. There's no swiveling in the feet. They just kind of stand still. But they're just made to be keeping them in a static position. His arms and hands, on the other hand, can move up and down and swivel left and right. But you can switch out the hands and the arms separately from one another. As you can see, there's this little here we go arm. And we're just going to insert that one right now. It's very easy. They're not that loose, but you know sometimes they can pop out. And there you go. He's like, whoa. His other accessories include a warp pipe, which is hollow all the way through. Unlike the SF Figure Arts figures, which have like a different couple of warp pipes, ones that you could actually open up and store the accessories in. This is just a simple pipe that's just made for aesthetics. You just keep it there. You can put them inside. It's very easy. And he also comes with a bullet bill, like I mentioned, and it's very well made, detailed, lots of there's a couple of colors on there, but it's basic and it looks good. He also has a little hole for a stand you could use later on. Like I mentioned before, more accessories on the side. These are plumes of smoke. Like when he's running, they pop out, so they add the effect of motion, which is very cool. Here's the Goomba that we saw in the front as well. It's also well made, and it looks very similar to the Figure Arts characters, except maybe slightly smaller, but still just as well made. At the bottom, you might have noticed, was this green block with holes in it. And this is actually the base. And it comes with a couple of clips at the top, which will be able to insert the backdrop into so it won't fall off. The holes here are just basically made so you can pop in the stands anywhere you want for your figure and for the accessories. And here's a bag of stands, like I mentioned before. They just unfold into each other, and one of the larger ones is for Luigi, and the other two smaller ones are for either Bullet Bill, and I'm not sure if you could actually insert the Goomba, but maybe the smoke plumes as well. And here are his other separate feet, or legs that you could use. And we'll switch those out right now so you can see what it looks like when he's in an action shot. They come out really easily, and this is actually a typical problem with Nendoroids. Sometimes they don't stay in. If you don't pop them in all the way, they might just slide out on their own. So you got to be careful with that, but for the most part, that's typical with these figures. And if you have them in all the way, you shouldn't have any issues with it. They're not super loose, but like I said, they can fall out. So here's his action pose. It looks great. It looks very simple, and it's the typical Jumpman pose, right? And I'm just going to finish putting in his arm all the way through here. And there you go. He's shocked, but he's jumping. He's a great looking figure. Like I said, I'm really excited to see what else they're going to be producing for Nintendo. I actually kind of hope they do make a Mario, but I would love it to see if they actually made different characters on the side, maybe like a Bowser character or someone else. But I am excited for the new Link Wind Waker style version that's coming out in November, and we'll be doing an unboxing for him as well. So thanks for watching Got to Game, and hopefully soon enough we'll start actually doing some Let's Plays and some more video game related actual videos. And so for now, thanks for watching.